ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Competition continuing along at the 16th Pan Am Games in Guadalajara, Mexico. Taking a look back to last night, swimmer Michaela Lightbourne won the B final of the women's 200-meter individual medley and finished 9th overall in 2:20.62. As for today, Ariel Weiss, she was the lone Bahamian in the pool in the prelims of the women's 100-meter freestyle. Swimming in heat 103, lane number 2, Weiss touched the wall 4th in 57.97. That was good enough for 11th overall, and it allowed Weiss to move on to the B final later on tonight, where she will swim out of lane number 5. Well, the New Providence Volleyball Association back in action tonight with a doubleheader at the Donald Davis Gym. In the men's opening game, it will be a matchup between the Intruders and Crusaders. In terms of the ladies' opener, the Truckers have a date with the Titans. For the Truckers, they've been on a roll since losing their season opener to the defending champion Vixens, so every match moving forward is a warm-up for a possible championship rematch.
Oh, we more than good enough to beat them. We'll see. New championship team.
They're a tough team, but we're a tougher team once we put our minds to it. It's just communication, determination, and just going out there and having the heart to do it.
It's going to take teamwork and playing Johnson Lady Truckers ball.
Yeah, for the Truckers. What you mean? Of course, Truckers #1.
Well, the Lady Cougars have not yet proven that they've gotten to the level to challenge the Vixens or Truckers for the championship. However, with every match they've played, head coach Jason Saunders can see improvements.
On this team, this junior team, we have a minimum of 4 players, as I see it, who individually are among the best in the league at what they do. The problem is, for me as a coach, to be able to get these girls to play as a unit much better than they are. So, a part of that process, myself and the rest of our coaches, we're going to sit down, look at the DVD, and see what it is we need to work on some more at our practices, and hopefully we'll be able to get that done. I'm anticipating that at the end of the season, this girl team, junior team that is, will be a whole lot better than they are now.
Well, the government secondary schools volleyball season continuing yesterday. Our Nico Scavala was courtside.
GSSA volleyball action taking place at the Donald Davis Gym. 3 games on tap. First off, with the senior girls, Anatole Rogers took on and crushed the R.M. Bailey Pacers 19-10, 19-13. Coach McKenzie was very pleased with the victory despite his team being shorthanded.
I'm proud of them today. Two of my starters aren't here, but the bench really played today. They picked up the slack, they did what we had to do, and came up with a W.
It would be Anatole Rogers' senior boys' turn to try and secure a victory, something that Coach McKenzie himself personally guaranteed.
Well, we can mash them up too.
However, it would be R.M. Bailey who would get the last laugh as they outlasted Anatole Rogers in the final set. The scores 16-19, 19-11, and 13-15. For the Pacers, Coach Morgan was more than pleased about the way his boys performed in the face of defeat.
This time we actually tried to make sure that we played the ball our way. As I told you the first time I met you, they're all brand new kids. So what they're trying to do is find a system that they can play within. I would like them to play bump, spike, bump, set, and spike, but they feel more comfortable in looking at the opponents and finding an open spot. So that's what they did today.
Meanwhile, for Anatole Rogers, a stunned and disappointed Coach McKenzie highlighted the reasons for his boys' loss.
Simple mistakes, not calling for the ball, and the biggest problem we've been having all year is setting the ball. That second touch, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they must hear the ball. I tell them, you do not hear the ball, not the palms, use your fingers.
And in the other game, C.R. Walker Trump Government High 19-17, 19-14. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Nico Scavella.
All right, thanks a lot, Nico. Well, the 18th Tip-Off Basketball Classic getting underway yesterday at the St. George's Gym in Grand Bahama, where Carter Lightbourne has the breakdown.
The Egmont Rock Blue Jays and the St. Paul Saints opened up the tournament. The Blue Jays came to play in the early going to the action taken to right at the Saints. The Saints tried to make a game of it from the perimeter shooting. The Blue Jays are ranked #1, and that is not by chance. The Blue Jays defense simply was too much for the St. Paul Saints, winning at 47-21, with Godfrey Knowles leading all scorers with 11. Tabernacle Falcons on court against the Bishop Michael Eldon Warriors, and this one had its fair share of defense 10. A close one. The Warriors ball at the charity stripe and the turning point in the game. A rebound by BMES. The foul on the play. The official calls it off the Warriors, and it goes to Tabernacle Falcons. The Falcons with the ball now. Stafford Farrington finds the lane, attacks the basket. It goes, and Tabby held on. 39-38. Coach Bain, you got away.
Our guards are carrying the load. We can't even throw the ball inside. All people got to do is sit and make a shoot, you know, but thank God for the victory.
We simply told them that we match up man-to-man with them. We can play them any day. Their press was insignificant in this game, and we just told them that they got away this time. We can drop some licks on them next time.
Director Glenn Pratt setting the record straight that the Cable Beach Golf Course is still open and fully functional. Pratt says reports about there being limited access to the course are simply not true.
The beach golf course is open to everyone. We're on a downsizing because of the fact that we're getting ready to build a new golf course, and that's a big positive. The good thing about this whole project is that it was negotiated with the PLP government and the F&M government, and both government made provisions for the local golf community to have access to this golf course. So I'm feeling strongly that it's going to be something positive for the whole community when it's all completed.
Now, Pratt went on to say that at some point the course will be closed for a period of 15 months in order to make it even bigger and better.
The construction of the new golf course will be on this property extended a lot further back. We'll have a Jack Nicklaus signature golf course, and in order to do that, we're going to have to close the golf course to do all the infrastructure and the reconstruction of the facility itself.
During that time, the golfers that use down here, what will they do?
Well, it's hard for me to indicate that it's going to be tough on the local golfers. I'm hoping that the Ocean Club, the Life at Key, the Albanese will take all that under consideration and be very community-minded and making provisions for the local golfers that at least have some access to their golf courses during that time, since this is the only public golf course available.
And finally in sports, the inaugural Full Gospel Track and Field Classic taking place Friday past at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. The meet's main objective was to provide an opportunity for fellowship on the Discovery Day holiday. However, that didn't stop participants from giving it their all as they went after the goal. Members of all the Full Gospel parishes out in full support. They had a lot to cheer about, as there was everything from the traditional races on the track to special events like the egg and spoon, the sack race, and even a tug-of-war competition. At the end of the day, all of the winners received medals as a reward for their hard work.
The first ever Full Gospel Fun Day and track and field event was a tremendous success, and I want to especially send out our kudos to Mrs. Tony Williams-Darling for the wonderful job she did in coordinating the whole thing, and also to the officials, the BACO officials, for a wonderful, wonderful job. And I've been commending them and to let them know we appreciate you so much. I believe this has been the best event I've ever attended in terms of officiating. Apart from that, the competition was keen. The end result, of course, being that the East came out and were the winners. The West did their best, but you know the East were the beast.
Now, there were two much anticipated events on the day. Sister Ellis won the first ladies' race. As for the Bishop's race, that never came off.
I was told that Bishop Davis's father told him, don't compete against me, because he didn't want me to injure him, and so he stayed home. Bishop Williams's wife didn't let him come, and Bishop Ellis, he got stuck in L.A. I don't know if he got stuck or he told the fellas he didn't want to come. But anyway, I've got the medal at home.
Now, there was also another notable face missing, that being our very own Shanique Miller.
Shanique, we missed you. You could have helped us out in one of the relays. We had 4 relays, and I think we lost one relay. We could have used Shanique in one of those relays.
As for the meet MVPs?
The Pastor Delton Ellis. He matched up the pastors. He was the most outstanding male athlete when the whole thing was considered, and also the most outstanding female athlete also came from the East. And so we say congratulations to them.